South Africa's news and information leader.
Thank you, Kim. Shocking findings about Northwest mines are revealed and new figures showing shrinking euro economies. That's in the news. Good afternoon. A study into the corporate social responsibility programs of 6 platinum mining companies in the Northwest has revealed shocking findings about the mine's operations and its impact on local communities. The study, conducted by NGO Benchmark Foundation, was released in Johannesburg today. Tsepo Pachane reports.
The report has found high levels of fatalities and very poor living conditions for workers at the Lon Min's Marikana mine. It says female workers at the mine are asked to trade sex for a job, and those employed have had to sell their bodies to increase their meager salaries. Many locals in the Marikana village are unemployed, and Lon Min is not employing them but instead opt to bring contract labor from outside the country. And this has led to a number of unrest in the area. Similar issues were found in other mines, including Anglo Platinum, Extrata, Aquarius, and Royal Bafokeng Platinum Limited. Tsepo Pachane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
The management of Lon Min Platinum Mine at Marikana near Rustenburg in Northwest says the current state of affairs at the mine is entirely fueled by criminal elements. Addressing a media conference earlier, Lon Min Executive Vice President Bernard Mokoena said as management they have not yet received any formal demand from the unions. Meanwhile, a high contingency of police is still deployed at the mine. Another accused in the Buramach treason trial in the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria has been found guilty of treason. Judge Eben Jordan rejected testimony by medical doctor Les Pretorius that he thought he was taking part in an exercise in preparation for a black-on-white onslaught in accordance to predictions of an Afrikaans visionary, Sinner van Rensburg. This brings the number of convictions to 12 so far. South Africa has called on the United Nations to appoint a replacement for the former mediator in Syria, Kofi Annan, as this would be critical to continue a mediated political solution. Annan has resigned from his position as chief mediator. The US is also to introduce new sanctions targeting Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's inner circle. International Relations Deputy Minister Ibrahim.
It is therefore essential that the Security Council address this dire situation in line with the United Nations Charter. The Charter determines that the Council should make recommendations for conflict resolution and take account of failures to implement its decisions, and I quote, without prejudice to rights, claims and positions of the parties concerned.
A bit of relief has finally arrived for the 17 families that were left destitute when a runaway veld fire destroyed their homes at Zinduneni village at Nqeleni in the Eastern Cape this past weekend. The local and district municipalities at Fort Hare University joined hands to donate blankets, mattresses and clothes to the affected families. Councillor Monwabisi Nomandela.
Both municipalities, Nyandeni and OR Tambo, have donated blankets, mattresses to the affected families. Fort Hare University has donated clothes for children who suffered. They are still accommodated to their relatives for now. But both municipalities have promised temporary structures, but now they are still accommodated to neighbors and relatives.
Overseas, new figures show that the economy of 17 countries that use the euro shrank in the second quarter of this year, putting the eurozone closer to recession. The bloc's biggest economies are also struggling, as the BBC's Christian Fraser reports from Paris.
It comes to something when stagnation in France brings a sigh of relief. But today's figures on economic output were slightly better than were anticipated. The Bank of France had predicted the country would slip into recession in the autumn with 2 consecutive periods of negative growth. Altogether, the Eurozone countries are locked into a downward spiral, with worrying implications for the British economy and the embattled German Chancellor Angela Merkel. The French president says there's never been a greater need for European stimulus.
Recapping the top story this hour, a study into the corporate social responsibility programs of 6 platinum mining companies in the Northwest has revealed shocking findings about the mine's operations and its impact on local communities.